Now, Paddy, what was Patrick's Day like in the old days now when you were a young fella? What age are you now anyway? You're nearly 90, yeah?
I'm nearly now going on for 90.
So you can remember back a long way.
Oh, I can remember. I mean, we'd always look forward to it. And you didn't work, if you were working for the council or for the government or that in those days, you didn't work the holidays, but you worked the bank holidays. And that went on then when I joined the Fisher in 1959. It went on for about 2 years, and the next thing it was
You were given the bank holidays.
You worked the holidays.
But did you get the bank holiday free then after that?
No, you worked the bank holiday.
Oh, you always worked the bank holiday, did you? Yeah. But what was Patrick's Day like, say, in the 40s and 50s now when you were a young fella?
Yeah, well,
Was it a church holiday?
it was. Oh, it was one of the big holidays.
So you had to go to Mass?
Yes, and the priest would have a sermon. St. Patrick, you see, was in this parish. He left Ohugower from Stringill's Well, and he went north towards the lakes, and at a place called Rahina, he baptized 3,000 people. And that's Rahens then over there. They're doing something in it now. There's a cenotaph. I think it's over 80 feet high, and the Board of Works is repairing it. It has to do with, in memory of Maria Rose O'Donnell Henry Dodwell Browne.
And would you have, you'd have a Mass on Patrick's Day?
Mass, 2 masses.
2 Masses, and what would the sermon be about? Can you remember it?
Well, there was bad sermons and good sermons that give you, they tell you what you knew already.
And would they tell you about St. Patrick's now, or would it be?
Oh, they would.
Yeah.
Oh, they would. And he was in Ohugower a lot.
And do you think, was he there, did he exist at all?
But he must be several men. He couldn't be in all the places that he
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Do you think he existed? Did he exist?
Oh, he did. He existed.
And why would you say that now?
Well, it seems all writers agree that he existed. They had something in Rome, I think, too, with Pope Celestine that sent him.
And would you have a parade for Patrick's Day?
Yes. They used to have a parade sometimes into the lads that the Tans killed. They're buried in Native Cemetery.
Local lads, yeah.
Local lads. Well, the emergency then came up the war, and the lads that then had the LSF. That was attached to the guards. The guards that ran that. It was the older ones that were out in the 1920s. They were brought back again, and they'd have their meetings, and their job was to watch out for strangers or spies. And the LDF were under there, and they were on duty. My brother was in it, and he landed up one evening then with a 303 Winchester rifle, 60 rounds ammunition, and bandolier and a bayonet and a uniform, and they used to patrol the road back as far as Doon. And they had the power to question anyone that was out late, and if it was someone they didn't know, they held them. And but there was no telephones or that.
And was there ever a spy in Island Edie?
There was.
Did they catch one, did it?
Got away.
Got away?
But he didn't come back for 50 years.
And what was the story about that?
Well, it was never proved he was a spy, but he disappeared.
Oh, he escaped away from them, he did?
Yes.
Yeah. And where would the parade be? Down around the church or up around...
Well, most of the parades I remember was To the graveyard.
To the graveyard,
And
okay.
there'd be some other years, it should be Easter Sunday, the commerce time that the rebellion was.
And there'd be a speech in the graveyard, though, would you?
Yeah, well,
To commemorate the night.
a priest sometimes, but seldom a priest was available, but someone would say a decade of the rosary right
Okay.
at the graves, and they'd salute. But I was at military funerals there. I didn't remember, and the three volleys fired and the last post. But there's English soldier buried in it.
One English or a few of them?
Private Mulgrew, Irish Guards, and he was from Ireland.
And what happened to him?
He was killed
In the war, or?
in the war. He was wounded, and he came back. They brought him back to England, and he died there. And they brought the body across, and the English soldier.
Okay.
So the last post was sounded a few times.
And on Patrick's Day, would you be wearing shamrocks now?
Yes. Oh, you'd have the shamrock peaks, and
Where would you get the shamrock?
it was growing everywhere.
You wouldn't buy some McGreevy's or any of that?
No, it was growing in the field, in clover and that, but plants, a lot of plants have died out. There was slurry.
And has the shamrock died out?
No, it's in places where it get no slurry.
And would slurry kill it, would you? Yeah. Okay. And did you pick it yourself? You did?
Yeah, we'd always pick. I used to pick it without going off 50 yards from the home.
And were there many things like that looked like it? Like, did you have to be?
Yeah, the clover.
Clover, so you had-
I think it's much of the same family.
Did you have to have an expert eye to get the shamrock from the clover?
Well,
Yeah.
you weren't too scrupulous about whether it was clover or
So you could be wearing clover.
Yeah.
And then would you go to the pub?
No, I never. We got a hair bringing up and preached against alcohol. And then I remember I must be nearly 20 years. I was in Castlebar, and I didn't even want my father to know it, but I was going down the street and I was wondering what Guinness would taste like, and I went into Baines's and I got a bottle of Guinness and took it. It was all right.
Did you like the taste of it?
Not great.
What did it taste like?
It wasn't nice.
And would there be a hoolie on Patrick's night now and any of the?
There'd be dances.
And where would they be held?
There was sometimes in houses, and there was an old place back at LDF were running it back in Fakia, and it was just a barn. And the LDF, John Callahan and Lord Rishton, he was a good boxer too. He'd be there in uniform and he'd let you in. Gossers hadn't much money that time, threepence or fourpence, and if you hadn't any, he'd let you
Let you in anyway, yeah.
Yes, but they'd be dancing half sets there and waltzes and concrete floor, and they were happy.
In a shed?
Yeah, it was a
Big shed, yeah.
fairly big.
And who was playing the music, can you remember?
And I had a fellow named Sweeney from down at the half parish. And he had a permanent job there.
And had he a band or just a crowd?
Oh, just himself and up on a box.
And what did he play?
Oh, he played waltzes in the mountains of Morton
And what instrument did he have?
just
An accordion? Okay, was he good at it?
Yeah, well, some said he wasn't. As long as he was making noise.
And was he a singer?
No, he wouldn't sing.
All music, yeah.
No.
Would there be any singer down there now?
No.
No. Would there be any drink in the shed?
No.
Was there no bringing a barrel of port or anything like that? No.
No, they hadn't the money for that. Sometimes a man is work a hard day for 2 shillings.
No, okay. How much did a pint cost that time?
That point, I remember it in Castlebar and Durkin's, the Harp. That was a great pub. You have the solicitors now in Westport, there's that branch. 8 pence
Eightpence a pint.
For a good healthy pint of Guinness. It was in the wooden barrel that time. And it never was the same since they used this iron lung.
Yeah.
Because the Guinness was put into that and it made its own gas.
Okay.
And it had the finest head then. And you should stick the glass then to the counter. It would get a whack.
Oh, it'd be stuck onto the counter, so
Yes,
Yeah.
it would overflow.
the band would overflow, yeah, okay.
The old fella said it was never the same, but along with that, they claim the gas that they pump in is bad. The natural gas was there.
Okay.
There was poaching then in places,
But I suppose there'd be a bit of a hoolie in the pubs now on Patrick's Night, would there?
there would be drinking and rows.
Rows, would be fighting, they would,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, they'd settle up their disputes there sometimes, and people trying to fight that didn't know how to fight.
Yeah. And would the police guards be called in that time? They would.
Very seldom.
They let them sort it out themselves.
Yeah, they never. The guards weren't brought into rows that time.
Were you ever in a fight yourself?
I was.
Were you? Were you good at it?
I did judo, and then I did karate, and a certain amount of kung fu.
Geez, I wouldn't like to be taking you on. Because you're a big, strong man, weren't you?
Well, yes, a few, one or two tried it, and they were sorry, and no other one did.
Did you put them down? You did?
Yes.
Okay.
Their faces, they couldn't go out in the public for
Oh, you had them.
years.
You changed their appearance a bit, did you?
Yes, changed their appearance.
Did you ever get knocked down yourself?
I did.
You did.
Oh, I did.
You got up though, you did.
Yeah, I'd get up.
And did you ever box when you were a young fella? Now you weren't in a boxing club or anything, no?
When I was at gloves, but it must be right. It was Roman wrestling we used to do.
Okay.
That's the hand under and the hand over. And they start then.
And
But I was fairly good at that. I put down many a fella.
but you always kept fit, didn't you?
Always.
Even now.
No.
Do you do exercises now?
Always really exercise.
Every day, yeah. You were a good man for the bullworker, were you?
Yeah, well, it's not recommended on this so much. But I remember with them, then in the halfway one time we had them there and they had the 6-inch nails. There was a fella that used to be shouting after me. He was a blackguard in Westport. But he was trying to pull at the bulwarker.
Yeah.
But the strands is dangerous if it's near the throat. If
Yeah.
it broke, they could cut his throat. So I went over to him and I said, "You're at it the wrong way." And I took it from him and I put it just my 2 thumbs in it.
Yeah?
And I just pulled it in and out 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. And how did he react to that? What did he say to you?
Then later on in the night, he was trying to bend a 6-inch nail.
Yeah.
And he was using a lot of 4-letter words, and there was a handkerchief on it, and I went over to him, and I said, "You're going the wrong way at it," and I took it, and I said, "You have to say a hen, a doe, a three," and I handed him out a staple.
Was he impressed?
Yes, he kept away from me after that.
So Patrick's Day wasn't a huge event like it is now, no?
No.
Did you ever go to a parade in Westport or Castlebar that time now when they were going
No,
there?
not to the town.
Or were they too far away that time?
Yeah, but you went walking.
Walking, that's what I'm saying. It was a long way.
We used to walk back to Frankie to the Shamrock, and we walked to the Castlebar times.
Did you know bike?
No, there was no tyres in the war either.
Oh, okay, right.